tranquilizer?
No, not yet. Hashish.
Yeah,
No,
hashish. I'm like, whoa, very 90s.
Yeah. Horse tranquilizer. The whole crowd just gets very confused. As horse tranquilizers? No, not horse tranquilizers. I want to talk about a drug that makes you happy. He pauses, looks around. Fuck happy.
And then goes into his song.
You know, because
the song's actually, the musical part is actually really good.
It is really good. I actually did have the song on my iPod for a long time, because it's actually a fun listen. It's a good song.
We get Don and Marv. Mm-hmm. Marv's just like, well, the quarterlies are in, Don. Mm-hmm. And just before I show them to you, you got to know that this is new, and, you know, it takes time for these things to grow, and let me just see it. And then he hands it to him, and it's number one.
By a fucking country mile.
They beat penicillin. Like, that's great.
I don't think you can beat penicillin, but okay.
He's like, you son of a bitch, we're number one.
You lied to me. I got you, Don. We kicked penicillin's ass. Could I have the room for a minute, you son of a bitch? And then the exact opposite. He just, like, he leaves and he goes, we beat penicillin!
It's amazing.
I love this movie so
We
much.
cut to Wally, and Wally's happy place.
Yes.
Is him as a young man in the army.
Well, yeah, because he takes the drug, finally.
Yeah. And it's his drill sergeant, played by Mark.
Yeah.
And it's just homoerotic.
We're gonna do push-ups all day. You and me. Me lying on your back. All day. You're gonna discover muscles you didn't know you had. Strong muscles. Hard muscles.
That's how he talks.
Yeah, it's genius. And then that's when they both look down at each other's junk. And then quickly look back up. I'm like, oh, okay, I see.
And then he snaps out of it.
Yeah.
And then he runs downstairs. Hey, everybody, I'm
gay!
gay! And his kids and his wife are like, yeah! And then they go outside.
We cut to
and
my
it's a
street.
song and dance number.
Yeah. We cut to my street that I grew up on, to the point you can't see the house, but you can see this big, giant fucking penis tree we had in the front.
So, yeah, he goes out, and it's just a giant...
I'm gay! I'm gay! And the entire neighborhood is slowly coming out. And a lot of these people I actually talk to.
Yeah.
And they're just like, he's gay! Did you hear the news? He's gay! And it's like, it becomes this whole big thing, and then the whole crowd gathers, and he rises up from the crowd in, like, a onesie. Just says, I'm gay! And then it cuts to them, and we go, who cares? And they drop him.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Cut to a party. Because Gleeman is a big deal, so you have to have a party to celebrate it. And all the scientists are there, and everyone's like, oh, here's Chris. He invented the drug. Everybody.
Yay! And applaud.
They meet Cancer Boy. And Chris doesn't know how to handle it. He's like, hi. He's like, well, did it help you? He's like, no, I'm beyond help.
There's nothing that can help me.
But my parents...
Because first he shakes
his
hand.
And then he hands him, I think, a piece of sushi.
Well, I just love the fact that he shakes his hand and first goes, ow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. My marrow's just low. Like, fucking hell.
And he hands him a piece
this
of
is so bad.
sushi.
Yeah, he hands him, like, a piece of sushi.
And Chris
and
is like, thank you.
Thank you. And then Chris walks away, and Cancer Boy's rocking in his wheelchair just going, Did you see? The doctor and me? Like, you can see why Paramount's like, fucking cut this.
His name's a Cancer Boy. His name's Cancer Boy.
His name's Cancer Boy. And yeah, he looks exactly as you think he would.
Now, the only connection that I can speak of is not my own. It's my wife to this movie. Because this... Oh,
yeah, she told me about
this. This is the set, when they were making this movie, she was working as a security guard. And this was the set that she was guarding, this penthouse where the party happens. So she just, she was mostly a night guarding, so she didn't really see anybody. But when she did meet the cast, she said they were very nice to her, hellos and all that. So, that's my only connection to it. That my wife worked on this movie, technically. I mean, if you're security, you worked on this movie, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably... I mean, in all fairness, growing up in Toronto at this time period, if you didn't see the Kids in the Hall filming once, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Because they filmed everywhere.
Also, ironically, my wife, Kathy with a K.
Yeah, there's that.
So there's that.
Oh my God, she has a new nickname. Oh, she's
gotta
gonna
say the
hate
whole
me.
thing.
She's gonna hate me. Yes.
We get Don and Chris, and
see, ironically, because my sister's named Kathy with a C. Put them both together, we have the fucking characters.
It's true.
Oh my God.
He takes them to what amounts to be the real party. So they go out to this veranda type, this like rooftop balcony thing.
Weird. Everybody's dressed really, really nice, but it's a pool party.
Yeah, he goes,
I don't get it.
Everybody. And then there's one guy in a scuba suit.
Yeah.
Who stops. Like, there's a little bridge over the water, and he stops, and they all look. This is Chris. He invented the drug. Chris, this is everybody. And they're like, oh, and then they all clap. Yeah. And then he's like, what is this? They're like, oh, this is the real party,
Chris. And then the fucking scuba guy jumps in the water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Baxter, Simon, and Alice see him on the monitor.
Yeah.
Like, why is the real party being filmed for the other party?
So that they know that they're not good enough, I guess.
Cut to 3 months later, and Chris's ego is already through the roof.
Yeah.
He's a superstar. He's high-fiving people. People want him to sign everything.
Is this where they're looking for the new the dog? Is this where they're looking at the dog? Yeah. Because again,
they want Gleeman X for pets.
Yeah, and Cisco says one of my favorite lines as well, where like they're looking for at the dog, and he's just like, "Does this say Gleeman X for pets?" Which I don't know why he says it that way. And he's like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's happy, or he would take the drug. I got to see more dogs. I got to see more dogs. It's okay. It's okay. And then Chris, being the fucking guy he is now, pushes his drink over to the secretary and goes, "My cap is Luke," and she says, "Lukewarm, Chris." And then Cisco goes, "No, Luke Skywalker, you fucking inbred."
And they all
laugh.
They all evil business guy laugh.
What an asshole!
Like, you fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's only been 3 months.
Yeah.
We cut to Grievo again, and he's about to sing his song. He's like, I wrote this song in a park, and they hand him an acoustic guitar.
My other favorite song, because they cut to it, because first he goes, stop, and then the first thing that happens is somebody else just goes, heroin.
Yeah.
No, not heroin.
Not heroin. And then he starts to sing.
Yeah.
Happiness Pie. And everyone's
like, oh my god, he's on the fucking drug.
And then we cut to him winning a WMV, a World Music Video Award.
Yeah, from Chris, who introduces him. Oh, no.
No. He wins the award.
He wins first, right.
And they cut to him in a music video, and Bellini's there from the show.
Yes.
With a bunch of other different characters in a pool, which is a pie.
Yeah.
And it's the music video, and he's dressed like he's part of the fucking Partridge Family, like a onesie fucking jumpsuit, polyester, I think it's peach.
Yeah. And he just sort of goes, he's like, thank you, everybody, to all my fans. We did it. Smile. It's free.
Which, Scott says in the beginning of the film, who plays some random homeless guy, who says, smile, it's free.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Chris and Klemtor.
Klemtor, the supermodel.
Yeah. Played by Scott, who's like, I think is supposed to be some sort of Swedish model.
Just a crazy supermodel, yeah. And they do that stupid banter where it's just like, writing a hit song is a science. Well, you should know, Chris. And they fake laugh, which is genius.
And then they cut to actual footage from some random award show of them laughing.
And then it's, of course, making fun of the accent, where she's just like, in the weirdest category in the history of
hip-hop.
Rap, hip-hop, and folk act.
Folk act. Well, okay.
All right.
I get it, comedy.
Fair enough.
The first nominee, which is weird because they don't go through the rest of the nominees, but it's Cancer Boy for
Whistle While You're Low.
Yeah. And it's literally just Cancer Boy whistling with, some cheesy green screen background.
And if you look, the director is the director of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like Kelly Douglas Macon. That's funny.
And then they cut away.
Yeah.
Alice and Chris again, and Chris is like too big time for her. He's woken up with 2 models, and she's knocked at the door.
The weirder part is that they wake up with the models, and fucking Cisco's sitting there, staring at them with a cigarette.
You gonna get that?
You gonna get that? One of you ladies go get the door.
Then one of them answers the door.
Mm-hmm. Is your uncle home?
And she's like, Uncle.
And then he stumbles down the stairs. Uncle Chris. He goes, Uncle, what game are we playing?
Oh. No. Oh, no.
Well, that's not surprising.
And then, hi, Alice.
Hi. And then, so she shows that one of the test rats is frozen on the wheel. And he dismisses her by being like, you see a comatose rat. I see a rat thinking, Alice. What is wrong with you?
Hands her back the rat and just kind of ushers her out.
Oh, no, he still holds on to the rat.
Oh. No, he gives it back to her.
No, he still has it.
Does he?
Yeah, he has it for the end of it because he ends up, the cut is him staring at it.
Right. So he ushers
her out, and she
comes back.
She comes back running in and goes, we had a thing, you know? And then she leaves.
The two girls are laughing.
And they're
like,
laughing.
oh, yeah, right.
And she comes back in. We almost kissed. Runs back out. Runs back in. We were supposed to be a thing. And runs back out, and he quickly runs over and locks the door.
Closes it, locks it. Like, okay. And then stares at the rat.
And he stares at the rat, and then you just hear Cisco just going, "Now, when do you ladies want to sign a piece of paper that says last night never happened?"
Jesus.
Yeah.
He goes to the lab to test, to see what's up. Opens a door, and just like the bathroom, all the gays can run out.
Yeah. And now Wally's just fucking...
Oh, and he's the last one out, but he's
just strutting out, and just like, all yours, Captain. I'm like, again, I want to party with this dude.
And then he goes in and sees the monkey is frozen.
Mm-hmm. In his happiest memory, which is...
beating Simon at chess.
And so he realizes something's wrong, so he goes to see 957.
Like, runs. Like, oh no, 957. Mm-hmm. Goes inside, doors ajar.
Yeah.
Goes inside, walks, cat on the head.
Cat in the head!
Throws the cat off, goes to the back, sees that there's some kids.
Why?
Seeing that 957 is frozen.
Yeah, they have a stick.
Are like poking at her and throwing stuff on her.
They're trying to look up her dress.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Okay. And he's like, "You kids, get out of here!" And she's stuck, like frozen in time, pouring tea that just is never ending. And I'm like,
that would have ended by now.
And she's stuck in her memory, so it's literally just the Christmas thing over and over, getting shorter and shorter, but it's on a constant loop. And then he goes to Don, going,
Don, so this is happening, and he explains it to him. He's like, we got to alert the world, we got to tell the media. He goes, well, because he goes in, and they're having a bris in his office that Marv is there for. I don't understand, but he's like, I'm sorry, Chris, we're brissing here, we're about to bris.
It's a closed family event.
And he's like, no, we got to talk. So he goes, okay, we got to go to the media. We got to tell them everything. And then he goes, well, let me think about it. And the two of them stand there comically, quizzically looking at each other. And then Marv just goes, I'm thinking no. You know, Marv, I think you're right. Let's go with no. Let's not do that.
Which, I'm just going to say this right now. You had a perfect opportunity of, can we have the room?
Yeah.
And just all the guests leave.
Yeah, that would have worked.
And then he goes, walk with me.
Yes.
And he takes him to a room.
Mm-hmm. He says, we've known about this for a long time.
Full of victims, coma victims, including 957.
Yeah.
And we cut to some woman who's stuck doing fucking some sort of like little
Funky
disco
Town.
dance, and it cuts to her doing Funky Town. I presumably, 70s.
Yeah.
Her's a younger woman. And he's like, well, yeah, there's going to be a few of these.
It's what we call acceptable losses.
Yeah.
It's 10% of people using the drug go comatose. Which sounds to me like more. Well, maybe not, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, because I was trying to work it out of like 10%. That seems like a lot of people. That are
literally
comatose.
Everyone's taking it,
but. Like, that's the thing. Because at first I'm like, that's got to be more than 10%. I'm like, but no, if it's the biggest drug in the world, that is 10%.
And also, when it gets popular enough, they do it non-prescription, so you can just buy it from the shelves.
That was the thing he was saying about the at the party.
Yeah.
He was saying we wanted to go non-prescription because he had the whole party thing went on a lot longer, where he was telling him that it was going to be non-prescription. He was not for it, but it was how it is.
So he's just basically like, we're just going to let this go. Mm-hmm. And they have a little bit of a fight.
Yeah.
I think he breaks his finger.
Well, it's because they're
pointing his finger.
Their fight is basically each of them pointing their finger at each other and then don't get your finger out of my face, get your finger out of my face, get your finger out of my face. And eventually he breaks, I guess, comically breaks Don's finger, and that pays off in a weird joke later on.
Yeah.
But so he basically attempts to alert the media himself, but all he can get is the guy from Guns and Ammo, a college newspaper
Weapons
girl.
and Helmets,
yes.
the college media, and Girl Beat. But before this, he runs into Wally, who's dressed like a sailor.
Right.
Middle of the street, and his boyfriend's like, Wally, let's go.
Yeah, and
he's just
Wally's
frozen in place.
With a different memory.
And his happiest memory isn't the original one, which is weird, because 957 it was, but that's fine. Mm-hmm. The member he's officially stuck in is him.
In the army, in an actual battlefield, apparently.
Yes, and they're spying on the opposing troops, who are just more of them, naked showering.
Big fucking muscle dudes.
You go over there and you fuck them.
I need my best man, Wally. Like, all right, Here's what we're going to do. You see those men over there? You go over there and fuck them.